Hi Cancer, welcome to your November general message. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs, Mars, and North Node placements. I highly suggest watching for your North Node given that we are post-eclipse where the lunar nodes are being activated. So your North and South nodes play a significant role in your soul's evolution at this moment in time. We are all experiencing the integration of these intense eclipses as a collective, as a world, right? We're experiencing a tremendous amount of grief. And it might look a little bit different for everyone, and let's honor that. But I stand for peace and solidarity. And again, with these messages, I hope that you can receive some clarity so that you can walk away from this feeling more empowered in yourself, okay? So Cancer, we are post-eclipse. We are now stepping into the Saturn direct energy for November. Again, this is about integrating all those lessons that we have learned, not just from the eclipses, but from the retrogrades that we also have been experiencing, for the last, I'd say, 4 months. It's been a heavy amount of retrograde energy, which really truly is a gift. It's a blessing when planets go retrograde because it allows us to sink deeper into that tension that is boiling below the surface, allowing us to see our truth and to feel it, breathe it, know it, so that we can take action, that we can move with intention, right? If we didn't have retrogrades, we'd be living in a world that was a bit more impulsive, I feel. There's a rhyme and reason for everything, universal law, right? And astrology is such a powerful tool, right, for self-awareness. And so we also can understand others and their unique journey, right? For you, the Saturn retrograde was highlighting your 8th and 7th house, which talks a lot about intimacy. Raw, vulnerable, true intimacy. Pluto went direct last month, and that is the 8th house energy, the scorpionic energy that we are swimming in at this time. There's a lot of this death, this rebirth, this regenerative energy, right? The truth that is coming to the surface. The 8th house, it requires us to go into those deep, dark spaces that we don't always showcase to the world. So Cancer, you have been probably really digging up some can of worms, digging up and digging out all the repressed feelings that you've been hiding, below the surface, especially when it comes to intimate partnerships, with that 7th house being highlighted as well. Because when Saturn's retrograde, it's also looking at the house prior. So this is a direct correlation to relationship with others. And because of that 8th house influence, it has a lot to do with intimacy, right? So it's more suggesting like intimate partnership, but this could be friends, family, relationships of all forms and facets. Because when we change, right? When we take a deeper look into ourselves, our authentic selves, and we start to understand our values, our needs, our priorities, it can really shape and shift all dynamics of our lives, right? Because it's all connected, truly, it is. And it shows. So, maybe your friends, your family have been noticing a different side of you. And slowly but surely, you're stepping deeper into this acknowledgement, right? Saturn wants you to acknowledge and to take the practical steps forward now that Saturn has gone direct. It's about discernment and discipline. And again, knowing one's worth and standing up for yourself, Cancer. There's been a lot for you, a theme for you around self-worth. Believing in yourself, especially financially. I remember talking to you about this 2nd house influence. It was during the Venus retrograde, right? So a lot around self. Wow, look at, as I said, that self-esteem card. It says, I possess gifts of the soul that benefit me and others. So knowing that you, Cancer, have so much power, right? And maybe that's what you're tapping into. Slowly but surely, you're starting to see that. You know, I do have something to offer to this world, right? I do have a voice. I do have a story. I do have needs and desires and dreams and aspirations that are worthy to be brought out into the world. All right, let's look into the soul's journey message here for you. We also have on the 9th of November, Libra going into Venus, and it's exalted there. It's in your 4th house. So there's, again, the 4th house talks about like what's hidden within the home. A lot around the home for you. And again, what's hidden below the surface. Finding creative ways during this new moon, November 13th, the scorpionic energy, to bring out, right, that the way that I'm seeing it is to bring out that hidden side of you, so it's not so hidden anymore, to express yourself through dance, through movement, through singing, through poetry, any way that resonates for you, Cancer, right? This can look very different. This is a general reading, right? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But I see you just gaining some confidence in some way that you can speak your truth, okay? And with that 5th house on November 13th, it's through some sort of creative outlet. The 5th house also talks about children. So maybe like assisting or helping children, or if you have a child, you know, maybe your child is helping you in some way, or vice versa. We have on November 27th, the full moon in Gemini in your 2nd house. So again, there's this highlight of the 2nd house that Venus was definitely showing you the importance of self, right? And again, how it's reflected in abundance, right? Believing in oneself so that you can magnetize and attract good things to you. Yeah, not judging yourself. The judging card just came out, judgment. Not being too self-critical or self-doubtful. All right, let's pull a card for you. Success. The card success just wants to keep coming out for you, so I'm going to take it. It showed up a couple times in the shuffle. So we have success here. I know that there is no greater goal than to love. No greater goal. Right? If you can do one thing, Cancer, this month is to love yourself, love others, show love to the people that are close to you. That in itself is success, right? I talked about that in the pre-message, right? For all my readings, I'm going to be putting out that intentional prayer, is that we use our wisdom, use our love, use our light to get us through these hard times. Having a growth mindset, staying optimistic is going to create success for you. And I see that if you feel that you have been, you know, say going through the ringer, feeling like, you know, something is conflictive, or something's not going to work out in your favor. With the success card here, I do see that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, but it is about your mindset, Cancer. And again, affirming to yourself that you know there is no greater goal than to love. Believe in yourself, Cancer. Believe in yourself. Let's get a Fairies Oracle card for you. I just got this deck a couple weeks ago, and I'm breaking it out for these readings. Some fairy medicine for you, Cancer. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus signs. Cancer Collective, what is it that they need to know? Mars and North Node placements. Cancer, what is it that the Cancer Collective needs to know at this time? What is it that the Cancer Collective needs to know? The topsy-turvets. The topsy-turvets. We're going to read from the book. I just got this deck, so I am still learning the meaning behind each card. We're going to read a couple sentences here. Let's see. 51 breaks down to a 6. When I think of the number 6, I think of peace, harmony, right? I think of like 6 of swords. So creating a safe place for yourself, creating some sort of harmony and balance within, seeking shelter. Trying to find some sort of inner peace at this time is what I'm feeling right off this card. Let's see here. 51, here it is. Change of viewpoint, fresh looks, new ways of seeing. When life is confusing, the turvets, the topsy-turvets, may come to visit you. Nothing draws them like a bit of mental muddle. They don't cause or disarray, but they are attracted to it. Confusion is an important stage of growth, and they delight in helping things to grow. They live everywhere. Not only humans need their help, and are exceedingly busy. Fortunately, they are quite prolific, so there are a lot of them. When the topsy-turvets show up, it indicates that someone needs to look again, to make an effort to see things from a different point of view. It suggests that confusion may exist because we are asking the wrong questions, or perhaps we have made assumptions that are incorrect, and we have run into a brick wall built of those misconceptions. The turvets ask us to back up, to question our assumptions, and to try to see things from the viewpoints of the other people involved in our muddle. They ask us to let go of our attachment to our own point of view, to stop saying ought and should, especially about other people. So this has a lot to do with empathy, right? And we see all these different fairies, the turvets, many different people, many different outlooks, many different viewpoints. So I guess for you, the success this month, Cancer, is to understand the whole picture, right? Having empathy for other people and what they're going through, seeing different viewpoints, but also, again, I guess this is about being discerning, but also, again, like I was going to say, I do think it also is important to have healthy boundaries, right? If something feels off or doesn't feel correct to you, of course, question it, right? Take a deeper look. But once you reach some sort of resolve or inner peace or inner knowing, stand true to that, right? There's a lot of autonomy in that. There's a lot of awareness in that, and awareness in self, like we talked about in the beginning of the reading. So it is important to not be too easily swayed once you know your truth. We are ever-changing beings too, so it is important to evolve and to grow out of maybe outdated beliefs. With Saturn going direct, this is definitely a theme, right? Saturn rules structure, right? And as we know in this day and age, that many of our structures are being dismantled. And in that process, we have to let go of some of those outdated ways of being and seeing the world. So also with the topsy-turvets, it's question everything, even your own beliefs, Cancer. We have the Alchemist here from the Anubis Oracle, the Alchemist. I'm also going to read from the book here. I just got this oracle as well. Wisdom Keeper, Grandmother. Wow, number 1. So when I see the number 1 right off the bat, I think of a new start, a new perspective, right? Clarity. I'm going to read this real quick. I don't want to read all of it because there's like 3 pages here. But what it talks about, the alchemist who weaves and blends the ingredients required to prepare the way for you so that you can be informed. It's a lot about information here. A strong guide and protector, she is also the one who holds the key to your DNA memory of how to enter the mysteries. If you've pulled this card, you are being alchemically activated by the sacred elders, the wisdom keepers, so that you can begin to remember as you embark on a journey to reclaim your true self. Yes. Also, in the external world, a grandmother or some other elder or teacher may show up in your life to guide you. This could come in the form of a two-legged or human, or it could be a tree in an old growth forest, one of the stone people, or an animal totem. They are all your elder brothers and sisters. Honor your guides with all your heart. So during this time, if you are seeking out some sort of resolve, right, some sort of inner peace, inner knowing, if you're feeling confused on your journey, an elder, like they said, it could even be like going out into nature, you know, standing with some trees, anything, any sort of animal that you have. The fifth house that we talked about, the new moon on November 13th is in your fifth house. It also rules pets. So there might be a deep connection, Cancer, with your pet. But I do see that there is assistance. There's spiritual assistance if you ask for it. You have to be open to it and open to receive it. But I do see, again, that there's a level of success in this asking, right? Seeking out assistance, seeking out help. Again, seeing a different viewpoint, opening up your mindset, digging deeper, being curious. All right, Cancer. Let's pull from the After Tarot for November. What do we have for the Cancer Collective? What do we have for the Cancer Collective? But you are the alchemist here. You paved the way. And again, the alchemist is all the elements, right? Knows all the elements. So this is kind of reminding me of the topsy-turvets with all these different people, all these different point of views, all these different elements that are contributing to your story. And you as the observer, Cancer. Ooh, the observer, Hermit card. Taking that wisdom of everything that you've acquired, right? Especially during these last eclipses. Taking all that knowledge that you've acquired and applying it, the application of Saturn now going direct. November is about applying and integrating these lessons. And it might not all happen in November, but this is the start. All right. Also know that I offer birth chart readings. If you are wanting to get to know your chart, I offer birth chart readings. And with my readings, you do get a tarot spread, and it's more like a story, right? It's like a reading, but we also go through your birth chart. And I also offer outside support, and you can ask questions, right? If something doesn't feel right or you're just feeling stumped, I'm here to support and assist. So if you're needing any extra support, just know that I offer private readings as well and birth chart readings. All right, Cancer. What is it that they need to know for the month of November? What is it that they need to see at this time? Cancer. Cancer. Cancer's being quiet. Cancer. There we go. Ooh. Cancer. One more for Cancer, please. Show me what I need to see for Cancer, the Cancer Collective. Too many. One more for Cancer. Well, you got more than one. All right, well, there you are, Cancer, Queen of Cups. Male or female, just know that tarot gender is fluid, okay? So there's a lot of reflecting on the past this month. It looks like you are reflecting on maybe some family memories, good and bad, right? We have the Six of Cups here with the Ten of Pentacles. This could talk about your family, a family that you've created, or you know, your brothers, your sisters, your aunts, your uncles, etc. This can look very different. Again, this is a general reading, but family in general, whatever that means for you, apply it to your story. I see you reflecting on some memories. And with the Six of Cups in reverse, with the Queen of Cups and the Moon card here, which is your energy, Pisces and Cancer, I can feel this diluted energy, right? It feels like it can be a bit stuck. A lot of emotions this month. And that's okay. Allow yourself to grieve if that's what you are doing over some past memories, nostalgia. But you are also being asked, Cancer, to celebrate, right, the things that you do have. Three of Cups, Page of Wands, and take some sort of creative, inspired action this month towards your happiness. Ten of Pentacles, right? Your 5-year plan. What do you want your life to look like? I want to actually clarify this Six of Cups here. You could be dealing with a Scorpio, a water sign of any kind, but this could just be your energy. You could be dealing with a fire sign or an air sign here. We have the Five of Swords. What is the Six of Cups for Cancer? Please show me. What is the Six of Cups for Cancer? What is the Six of Cups for Cancer? Please show me what I need to see for Cancer. Okay. There's that Ten of Pentacles again. Yeah, I feel like you are doing a life revision of sorts, right? Ten of Pentacles, again, is that 5-year plan. It's the family tradition. It's upholding this family tradition, kind of like the Ten of Cups. But Ten of Pentacles is definitely a bit more grounded in the physical, right? Then Ten of Cups can be a bit more fantasy, our idea of happiness, but Ten of Pentacles is like rooted in, like, you know, getting a house, having children. But the thing that I suggest as a reader with the Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, is that it can look very different for everyone, right? Maybe it isn't having a home. Maybe it isn't having children. And when I see these cards in reverse, I automatically think that there's some sort of life revision, and you're also learning how to not compare yourself to others. You are, again, are trying to see the success in your story. Your story matters, Cancer. You are the alchemist, okay? You create your story. And you are, with the Six of Cups in reverse, maybe there's a bit of comparison to the past, and you're being asked to try your best to not do that, because it only leads to more confusion. The way through this, let's see. What's the way through this confusion here with the Moon? What is the way through this? Yeah, dropping burdens, dropping conflict, moving to calmer waters here. Yes, so I see that, you know, this comparison or looking back at the past. Maybe this is a past person that's kind of surrounding you at this time. You can rejoice on the good, the bad memories, whatever that looks for you right now. If you're grieving a loved one that you've lost, this could look very different, right? It could be a past lover, a family member, etc. But I feel like for you, you might have to move away with a bit of, what's the word here? Because the way the cards are placed is there's the Six of Cups and this person is walking away and they don't look too happy, right? You might have to leave this situation with it's like a bitter sweet taste, right? A bit of bitter, a bittersweet. It's like it might not leave the best taste on your mouth, but you know, Cancer, that you have to do this in order to find peace. Six of Swords. Dropping some sort of external conflict that's surrounding you because it's weighing so heavily. Ten of Wands. It's a burden, is what you're telling me. It seems like this past situation is a burden. There was a lot of power dynamics here with the Five of Swords, tit for tat, you know, maybe trying to outspeak the other. And now is the time for you to be going into this moon energy. You know, you don't want to stay in that moon energy too long, but it is a part of the process, right? Each major arcana is so important. I want to actually look into this real quick. What is this? What is the advice around the moon card for Cancer? What is the advice around this moon energy that you are currently in? It's feeling current to me for the Cancers that I'm connecting with. Yeah, the Wheel. It is. It's fated. It's destined with the Wheel card showing up here. This is all about destiny. So right here now in this moment when you're watching this reading, you could be feeling a bit of confusion. You could be feeling a lot of emotions running high. You are going through what it seems to be is like a dark night of the soul. Maybe this is your second or third round of going through these revelations. And just know that we as a collective are going through some major change, right? So we're feeling this. If you're an empathetic person, especially Cancers, you feel this death. You feel this mourning, this grief. So just know that this is okay. It's okay to grieve. It's okay to mourn, right? And maybe even connecting it into your personal story. Mourn the loss of someone that was close to you in your life. And again, that could look very different, but this is all predestined, fated in some way. And it's strengthening you with the Wheel here. This person is being liberated, right? And I'm feeling drawn to actually read from the book here for the Wheel of Fortune. Things are moving. It might not seem as such, okay? But just know with the Wheel upright that things are moving slowly but surely, even if it's behind the scenes, okay? Cycling through some karmic lessons, the chaos of creation, a turning point, serendipity. I allow the transformative energies of fate to help me expand my experience. Trying to control the outcome of the Wheel of Fortune would prove to be impossible, so don't. Grab your lucky dice and see the spinning of the wheel for what it really is. All the beauty of a lifetime of experiences waiting to spring forth and be lived. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. At this portion of the reading, we are going to pull some love oracles. If these love oracle messages resonate, then please follow me over to Patreon for the extended. Okay, let's pull from the heart's hidden secrets. At this point, I'd like you to focus in on your love interest. We're going to pull some heart's hidden secret messages here for you, Cancer, in regards to your love interest. How are they feeling? How are they feeling at this time? How are they feeling? So I do think that this person is in a bit of sorrow. It's looking like a bit of heavier energy. I feel like both of you are grieving the loss of one another in some way. And they might be putting on a front, right? They might be, you know, masking their true emotions, especially with that moon card showing up. I feel like they might be putting on a bluff, okay? But really underneath anger and sadness, there's just grief, right? Or you could say it vice versa. So just know that and that can be applied to you as well. And this is a breaking point. And I see that in the wheel here, right? This is a breaking point. This is a point in the wheel where things are shifting and changing in all aspects of your life, right? We did talk about that earlier, how the energy of abundance and money is very much connected to love and all other areas of our life. It's all connected, right? How you show up for yourself is how the world also views you, right? So it's very important how we show up for ourselves and how we speak to ourselves, right? Because that's what we attract. And this is a breaking point in this dynamic, it's seeming. And there is the twin flame energy here. So the twin flame, I want to see, is the twin flame the same person? Or is this someone new? Because I'm feeling like there's someone in your energy that's from the past with the Six of Cups in reverse. Let's see. Take time to breathe out. A new start is coming. So it could be a new start with someone old, or it could be a new start with someone completely new. And it's looking as though the energy signature around this person is twin flame. Readers might have a lot of different perspectives on twin flame. Really, the gist of it is that your soul in there shares a lot of the same wounds, right? You came to this earth to learn a lot of the same lessons, but you might not be learning them at the same time. And that's what makes union so challenging. There's a lot of karma, the wheel, that has to play out in order for these unions to come together. Sometimes you never do, right? You might come together and separate and come together. That's where this runner-chaser dynamic comes into play, right? So just know that not all twin flames are meant to be with each other for a lifetime. They are, however, catalysts to our growth, to our development. But there will be periods of stagnation and sorrow and grief and betrayal. You name it. The human experience is a plethora of emotions and feelings amongst relationships, especially twin flames. It's highly emotional and it's triggering, right? Because you share the same wounds. So just know that it takes a lot of patience. Take time to breathe out. It's seeming as though the energy is gaining momentum here and there is a new start coming. But I do think that with that moon energy and the Six of Cups in reverse, there is a bit of siphoning this energy out for November, Cancer. And I do think it's important to, again, focus on what you can do, okay? Focus on what you can do to gain success, whether big or small in your life, however that might look for you. That might mean just getting up out of bed, right? It can be as simple as that. But what kind of practical steps can you take towards loving yourself, okay, this month, and bringing success into your life? Having that growth mindset, knowing that you are the alchemist to your story, and that there are other people and other people's opinions, you know, that can also help. We saw that here in the alchemist card as well, that there is an elder, some sort of spirit animal. There is assistance if you need it. And if you want to get a private reading with me, just know that you can find my information below. I wish you all the best. Stay tuned for the mid to end of November check-in. Bye for now, Cancer.